Hi guys, I'm here with another laundry chats video, and I usually do all my laundry downstairs. Even though my laundry machines and everything are upstairs, I always do my laundry downstairs. Is that weird? But I want to make it more of like a Q&A this time, so I asked you guys a bunch of questions on Instastory. You guys had so many questions, so many really good questions, so I have a bunch of them here. We're gonna try and get through as many as I can. We're gonna do some laundry. It's gonna be a good time. I also have my iced coffee and a bunch of caffeine that I probably don't need. Let me know if you guys want to see more of these types of Q&A, laundry chat, kind of more chill videos in the future. I love doing them. They're super fun. And make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on new videos every Saturday. We're gonna get to the laundry now, so without further ado, let's dive into these questions. Okay, so let's start with this one. Why don't you wear your wedding ring in your videos? That's a question I get asked a lot, and I get it. It's very confusing. It's because I get eczema on my hands a lot, especially because I deal with a lot of anxiety, and that seems to make it flare up more. And the more that I wear it, the more that it flares up and for longer. So I find that if I don't wear it when I'm in the house, which is where I film, then it doesn't bother me anymore. So I tend to only wear it when I go out. Is there a place that you really want to visit that you haven't been to yet? Yes, I've always wanted to visit Australia. I know that's really cliche, but I've always wanted to go there, and it's just like the flight is so super long, and I couldn't be gone that long without my kids, so I'd want to bring my kids, but like a 17-hour flight, I just can't justify. Next question, how do you and Chris find quality time together? That's tough, honestly, because we both work out of the house, so we're both working and we have the kids, and so being able to balance all those different time priorities properly is really tough, and I struggle with it a lot. So finding time is making time, I guess, is my biggest piece of advice, and it's tough to do when there are all these other priorities that I feel like need my attention. And I've learned over the years that the only way that you're actually going to get couple time is by like scheduling it and booking it in. Otherwise it's not gonna happen. I'm really bad at it though. My fitness mantra. Fitness. I am so bad at fitness, guys. I honestly wish I was one of those girls that was like, yeah, I just get up and I go in the morning and I get my smoothie and I'm just right. No, that's not me. I don't like working out. I never really have. I've done it in the past, and there have been, oh man, there's a huge stain on this. Put that over there. Put stain remover on it. In the past, I was really good about working out, and I really liked classes. That was basically the only way that I could get my butt to a gym. And so I would go with a girlfriend. We would go after work and we would go to this like Pilates cardio kind of class. And that was awesome. It was really fun. She would come over for dinner after, and it was just like a nice like hangout time too. But I don't know, I don't carve out time for it. I don't have any excuse. I wish I had an excuse of like, oh, I'm so busy, but like everyone's busy with all sorts of different stuff and they still make time for the gym. I just don't make time for it. Running after my kids is my cardio, and then also just bouncing back from issues I had as a teen with eating and with my weight and everything has helped me to learn the best way of properly balancing myself. So I listen to my body, and that's pretty much it. How did you pick Julia and Luke's names? I think it was just basically like going through, I don't know, lists online and stuff, and I'm like, ooh, I like this name, ooh, I like this name, and just kind of like peppering a whole bunch of into like different lists. So Chris had his list, I had my list, and then every couple of nights we'd sit down and we'd like go over the lists again and see if we still like certain names or didn't like certain names. Where am I putting this? This is Julia's. Julia's was pretty easy. Like we were pretty set on it. We wanted to wait until we saw her to actually like firmly decide if that was gonna be the name we were gonna choose. But Luke was tough. It was like, he was in my arms. It was like the next day. We still didn't have a name. And Chris is like, we like this name. We also like this other name. Which one do you want? You get to choose whatever you want. And I was like, oh. So I just went with it. I was just like, Luke. He's a Luke, and we just ran with it, and I'm glad we did. He is a Luke. Where do you want to most travel to in Europe? Actually, you guys probably don't know that, but after university, I went for a month. I did like one of those Kentucky tours with one of my girlfriends, and for a month, we just went through all of Western Europe. We spent most of the time in like France and Italy. We like bopped over to Amsterdam for a bit, and London. But like that way we kind of traveled more in that area, which was a lot of fun, and it was a great way to get a taste of like all sorts of different aspects of Western Europe. Chris really wants to go back to Finland one day, so I would love to do that with him. It's just like justifying the time to like do that has been a bit of a struggle though. How do you like your coffee? Haha, very good question. I have iced coffee quite often. I like using the Coffee Mate creamers. There's like a chocolate, like a mocha one that I really, really like. So I'll put some milk in, I'll put in some of that, and that's basically the only way I like having my coffee. I find that when I go to like McDonald's or Tim's or anything like that, and I try and get a nice coffee, it's either too sweet or it's not sweet enough. I'm very particular about my level of sweetness. Boy mom versus girl mom. What is your favorite part of each? That's such a good question. So girl mom, Julia is very, very girly. So she loves to play dress up and she wants to sort products with me, and she just likes to be all dressed up and fancy. So that's super, super fun because like, of course, I gotta buy a million dresses. And boy mom surprised me. I thought that Luke was gonna be very like blah and just like all over the place and running and throwing things and just smacking heads into walls. I don't know what I was expecting. But he's a very gentle soul, but at the same time, he does like to like rough and tumble. So I love that I'm able to like tickle him and tackle him and like just like roughhouse a little bit, but he's so like giggly and he loves to cackle, and it's so much fun. Like Julia's not as much like that. What is the most difficult thing for you in life right now? Oh, getting right into the uncomfortable stuff. I think for me right now, it's Julia going off to, wow, I can't even say it. Okay. Julia going to school and growing up and realizing that she's not at a, just realizing that she's not going to be at home all the time with me anymore is really tough. And I think I put so much pressure on myself to be 100 in everything that I do. So being a mom and being a YouTuber and being a wife and being a sister and a daughter, and I try and throw everything into everyone, and I always end up just feeling guilty. I think everyone does in everything that they do, but it's just something that I struggle with a lot, and I'm often like this because I feel like I'm always failing. When I'm really like on my game with YouTube and I'm doing lots of videos and I love it, it's so creative and fun for me, I feel like I'm dropping the ball in other aspects of my life. And then when I pick up those balls and I start, spending more time with my family and going and doing all these things and I'm off social media, it unbalances itself again. And it's not possible, it feels like, to balance everything the way that I want it to. And it's something that I'm continuing to find some sort of balance with, I guess. Honestly, guys, it's such a source of stress for me on a constant basis. And I know in my videos, like honestly, guys, in my videos, I'm always so happy because I love filming. It's awesome that I get to do what I love full time. It's amazing, and I feel incredibly blessed that I get to do that. But I'm not that positive and upbeat all the time. I mean, I don't think anyone is, and everyone has breaking points and parts of their lives that they are struggling with, I guess, and I just don't talk about them that often on a makeup channel because it's makeup, and makeup is fun. It's supposed to be fun. Am I going to continue vlogs? Honestly, it's something that I've talked a lot about with Chris to try and figure out where I want to go with that. He has been awesome as someone that is fairly uncomfortable being on camera. He has been trying to get more into it and get more used to it because, I don't know, the videos are always fun, and he's been in a couple recently and they've been really good and he's enjoyed them too. But we don't put our kids in our videos. I feel like as a mom, I feel like I need to protect their privacy right now when they're so young, and so I don't share them online. And I appreciate so much, by the way, I don't talk about this much, but it means so much to me how much you guys understand that. I remember feeling so nervous when I first started talking about it and just saying that, we weren't going to be featuring the kids in our content except like to introduce them. Because I did pregnancy videos and everything. And you guys were so supportive and like, yes, whatever you need to do, be a mom, do your thing. And that has continued. And you guys so respect mine and Chris's decisions. And that means a lot to me. But yeah, right now I feel like they're very young and they need to be protected, and that is my role as a mom, and that's my stance with my kids and what I plan on doing moving forward right now. How tall are you? You seem really tall. Yes, I am. No joke, that's the number one thing that everyone says to me when they see me for the first time. They're like, you are excessively tall. I am 5'10.5", like straight down the middle. It's not like, well, you're more 5'11", 5 foot. No, right down the middle. Can you do a house tour? Your house looks so beautiful in your videos. Thank you so much. That means a lot to me. That's so nice. I have been very proud of like decorating this house, because like all our other houses I've never decorated because I've been too scared to. Interior decorating just doesn't come naturally to me. I don't know what it is. I just can't envision it the way that other people can. And so when I try and like put something together, I'll like buy stuff from HomeSense and I'm like, this doesn't look right. So I've really made like an effort with this house to really take some time and find pieces that I love and like decorate it the way that Chris and I want. And I really love how it's turning out. There are still like lots of areas that I want to redo. And like when we finally end up with baby number 3, we are going to be like changing over, sorry, my computer went to sleep. We're going to be changing over the nursery and making the guest room, which is also our office, into Luke's room. And we're going to be redoing the basement and like our bathroom. Like we have so many plans of things to come. So I'm really excited. Maybe I'll do like a renovating kind of a series. I don't know. Is that something you guys would want to see? Like, you know, our thought process on choosing the different designs and what we want to do with the basement and the guest rooms and like all that kind of stuff. Would you guys want to see that? Let me know. Let me know in the comments. By the way, how cutesicles are these pajamas? Like Luke saw them in the store and he's like, mine. How has your mental health been lately? Are you in a good place? I like hearing about other people because I can relate. I get a lot of questions and a lot of support from you guys, and just checking in every once in a while and just being like, how's it going, Rachel? Like that means so much to me. Like you guys are frienders, and it's just like, it's so nice when other people are just very supportive of people and their mental states and making sure that they're well, and that's awesome. Honestly, I feel like it's been all over the place. Like I'm good because I feel like I've figured out my isms and what I need to do to feel better, but there have been like certain peaks and spikes in how I've been feeling and just feeling really down and needing to just take a break. I'm the type of girl that just needs to be like doing stuff all the time. I don't like being emotional. I don't like to I don't like to take breaks. I just want to keep going and doing and going and doing, and because when I do take a break, it takes a lot more effort for me to like get back and get motivated to do more. But like obviously not taking any breaks for yourself or any breaks in general, and you know, expecting so much from yourself can take a toll on your mental health. And that's sort of where I'm at a little bit. And it comes and goes. I have a really supportive team of people around me, and it's awesome. My kids are great. My husband is great. My family in general is really great, and everyone understands. And I think that's so important. That has been so important for me when I'm in that state where I'm like, I don't want to get out of bed. I don't want to look at anyone. I can't get myself into a happy, positive state. It is so important and crucial to have people there that just say, okay, you go take some time. I'm here. When you need me, I'm right over here, and just checking in. And that has been invaluable for me. And for people who are maybe out there, and I'm not a doctor. I am not someone that is fully trained or qualified by any standards. Just someone who has gone through a form of anxiety for the past 11 years. For people who are maybe dealing with someone who has anxiety, just showing that you're there is really important, and not in like a pity or sympathetic way or, you know, an I understand way, but like just like okay, got it. What can I do? I don't necessarily want to talk about stuff yet. Sometimes I just need to like sit and like just be miserable for a little bit, and then I'll slowly get myself out of it. But it takes some finessing, and it's really hard. I applaud everyone who has people in their life who are anxious or depressed. Like, it's not easy, and I can only imagine how tough it is to be positive, not only for yourself and other people around you, but for someone who is in that state. But yeah, back to my initial thing. I'm good, just, you know, there are waves and spurts. And I think that it seems like a lot of you guys understand that and go through that too. And it's definitely a roller coaster. Where do I put my phone? Oh, there it is, under my leg. What is your favorite song at the moment? My favorite song, what is it called? Hang on. My favorite song right now is I Like Me Better, and it's just so sweet, and I like it. I like it a lot. Another song that I really love, and one that I've loved for, like, it feels like years, it's by New Radicals. It's called Get What You Give, and it's such a, like, pick-me-up song. Why is there so many socks that don't have matches? It is my song to, like, get me going again, to pick me up, to keep me moving, and I love everything about it. It's such a good song. What room has been most satisfying to declutter in your house? Ooh, that's a good one. Honestly, every single declutter that I've done has been such a labor of love, and I have gotten so much out of it, and every time I look in there, I'm like, you closet are so good right now. I would say the one that is most, like, aesthetically pleasing to me is my closet, because now everything is all lined up and everything's all coordinated, and it just looks beautiful to me. But the pantry though, it was such a disaster. There was so much stuff in there that I wasn't using, and it feels nice that every time I go in there, everything's all laid out. It's very efficient. I can find things that I need, and so that feels really good. That's probably my favorite one. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, a little bit more of like a personal Q&A video. If you want to see more of these, let me know. Give this video a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on new videos every Saturday. And that's everything. I hope you guys are having an awesome weekend, and I'll see you all in my next video. Love you all. Mwah.